the hierarchy is written up in every management textbook.
Yeah.
And it's been written up for over the past 50 years. You know, it seems pretty obvious when you think about it. Has there ever been a controlled study proving the hierarchy of needs?
I have looked for one, and I haven't found one. And I've debated this. I have a couple of friends that just got their doctorate of management, and so they've done the research, you know, all the body of knowledge on leadership and management, and they haven't found anything that really verified a hierarchy of needs. They believe in it, but it's one of those things that rings true because it makes sense, and I think it makes sense because our physical needs have to be met before our other needs. But I don't think that the other things are in a sequential thing. But then that caused me then to look at the internet and do some, of course Barry says that's not research using the internet, but did anybody anywhere ever prove a hierarchy? No. Is that important? No. The hierarchy is useful, that different people have different needs at different times. Nelson's 3 filter is useful. We have all our needs all the time, but some of them a little stronger than others, and that little bit of shading is useful. So I say both the hierarchy and the filters are very useful.
So tell me, each of these 3 different colors, explain more about them.
Okay. I'd like to start with the people filter. Now, a lot of times we think of a business. I got a picture here of a building, and it's got a door. And you notice there's no people in there. A business without people isn't a business. An organization without people, a school without people isn't a school. It's just a building. And what's important with the people filter is how do they feel when they walk in through the door? How do your customers feel about you? How do your employees feel? How do the regulators feel? How do the politicians feel? How does everybody feel? And unfortunately, perception is everybody's reality. Well, perception isn't reality, but it's pretty darn important is how we make decisions. Feelings are very, very important. And this is Nelson when he spoke the first time I heard him speak. He didn't get up and start talking about his 3 filters. He demonstrated it. He had everybody stand up, do a goofy exercise with their hands, and got a laugh. It had no purpose whatsoever, but Nelson will say, well, if people aren't laughing, if they aren't having fun, they aren't going to learn anything. And so he likes to start with the people filter. How do they feel? Now, of course, he wants to move on to the educational part and other things, but you got to start with how people feel. And in the people filter is the domain of leadership. Leadership is really how people feel to you. Do they trust you? Will they follow you? And it's about relationship. And teamwork is relationship. How do we feel about each other? It predicts how we're going to function as a team. And so it's feelings, feelings, feelings. A good leader speaks from the heart, has passion. We trust them because they're sincere. These are all expressions of feeling. And it, of course, is the most important corner, but it's really not the most important corner. It's one corner of the prism right here.